Am I live? Yep, I'm live. All right, cool. I don't know. I know one thing. The screen is something. I need some light. There we go. That's much better. Yes. There we go. So anyway, so this message is about it's our time. It's your time. It's my time. It's time. It's time for transitions to be made. It's time for decisions. It's time for us to decide whether or not we fulfill our dreams or we're gonna keep being slaves to everybody else's dreams. I know I'm not the only one going through this right now, where you feeling like you compelled to either leave your job or like you're not satisfied with how your life is currently going anymore, and you want to do something different. It's something about a change that's going on in the air, and you may be afraid to step out, or you may not want to take a chance, or you scared because you don't want to leave your comfort zone, or it may just be that there's nobody around you that believes in you. So I just want to tell you that be encouraged, because what you're feeling right now is absolutely a feeling of change, triumph, a feeling of seeds that have been planted and about to come to fruition. And so I want to say to you that do not allow anyone or anything to stop you from fulfilling your dreams. Make sure that you are striving forward. Don't stop. Don't stop for nobody. Don't stop for anyone. Make sure that what you're doing is telling people your dreams. Speak them into existence. Tell them everywhere you go. And if someone shuts you down, keep talking. Don't allow anyone to stop you from pursuing. And if you are feeling an overwhelming urge to make a change, to leave your job, and it is bothering you. I went to my job this last week, and it was like I was about to go crazy just trying to sit down in the chair. I went around the chair several minutes, and it just agitated me just being there. And my first two phone calls had to do with exactly what I was going through. I was thinking about starting my 501c3 with my Pimp Ministries and getting all my paperwork and stuff. The first phone call I got was a man who had just retired from doing 501c3s. The second phone call I got was a gentleman that, based on how I answered the phone and just how I was feeling spiritually, he said why would he go to church? He can just call up there every day and talk to me. That's what he felt spiritually, the connection. He said, he asked me, why was I there? And so with all that going on, and then having the emotion that I had that morning, it was just like a confirmation in my spirit. And I just got up, and I just like was so overwhelmed that I started crying. I don't know if nobody else is going through this, but I know if one spirit going through it, there's usually another spirit out there that's mirroring the same type of stuff. So I just want to tell you that you are not alone. And if you're feeling an urge to stop doing what you're doing, I don't know your situation, but if you trust God, trust him all the way. Don't just like some of us will trust God to get us $10 worth of gas, but we won't trust him to pay $1,000 rent. And he's not a God, he's not limited on what he can do. So if you can trust him with the small things, you can trust him with the big things. And if you can trust him with your car notes, you can trust him with your relationship. If you can trust him with making sure your kids are okay, you can trust him with providing for you. Don't be a person who is wishy-washy with your faith. And I don't want believers. I want people who know that God is who he is, because people who say they believe in something, they can get their mind changed. Like, girl, I do believe in you. And then somebody come along and tell them something about you, and like, well, I didn't know they do that. I don't know if I believe in them no more. I don't know. Well, now, you didn't have no faith in me in the first place if somebody can change your belief. But when you know somebody, like when you can say, well, girl, I don't care what she going through, I do know that she going to bounce back, because I ain't never seen her go through nothing and she don't come back better. That's when you know something. So I don't want nobody to believe in me. I want people who know and know that I'm capable of doing what I'm attempting to do here. And what I really want people to know is to believe in yourself. Like trust God all the way. And like this chance that I'm taking right now, this opportunity that I'm taking, this leap of faith that I'm taking right now, I am not going back. I'm not going back to the porch. I'm going to stay out here no matter how hard it get. I'm going to do this. I'm going to succeed at what I've been doing. I've been a wonderful comedian. I've been a great comedian for finna be 20 years now, and it's my reaping season. And I'm not ashamed to say I haven't had the faith in myself that I should have had. Just waiting on other people to validate me, and I don't need validation from anyone anymore. I have a gift that the world is going to see, and this is my season. This is my season. This is my time, and it is yours as well. It's not just mine; it's yours as well. There's a lot of us that have been struggling, and we watch people go past us, and I don't know about you, but you like, dang, I thought I don't work hard enough. And sometimes I don't feel like that, but then there's also been times when I've seen things that other people go through that I'm not willing to go through to get notoriety or stature or anything of that nature. And so I thank God for my long suffering. I thank God for the patience and the endurance and the time, because now that I have it and this opportunity is before me, I'm going to be grateful for it. So I just want to tell you that if you're feeling a sense of urge, an overwhelming urge to step out on faith, do it. Trust God, because right now He has a sense of urgency and He needs all of us. And I want to invite you to call me, collaborate with me. If you a club on the person, and like you got a club, but you don't have anyone to help you put together events, I can help put together events. I'm not a promoter though, so we need a promoter person. Like I need all of that stuff. Like I want to promote a person who want to help me promote my brand. And I'm not asking nobody to do nothing for free. I'm asking people to come in as a team effort to put events together, to make our own events where we're not relying on others to pay us, where we can pay ourselves, because some people come up with ideas. Other people are executors. Other people are planners and people who put stuff together. And so you have to know your role. I am a person who comes up with wonderful ideas. I am not great at working social media. I am not great at promotions. I don't even like that. I'm great at sales. If you put me in front of people, I can sell something. But I'm not a person who wants to be trying to sell tickets to individuals unless I'm just in an area where it's several people there that I know are wanting what I have, and so they can purchase it that way. But I'm not a person who wants to be chasing people selling tickets. No, I don't want to do that. I'm an artist. I want to be doing the art, and I want to be planning my events and having someone else to put them together and execute them. And so I have someone else that does that now. So basically what I'm telling you is to believe in yourself. Believe in the dreams that God has given you. He is not going to give you the vision without giving you the provision. What I mean by the provision is He's not going to give you the vision without providing for you what it is that He wants you to accomplish. And there's a lot of us out here that have been through things, and we haven't shared our stories with people because we're either ashamed or we think that there's no one out here that has been through something like that. But I want to tell you that if you are weighed down by something that's holding you, something you've been through, or something that makes you feel shame, tell that. Release the power that it has on you. Write it on paper first if you have to. I don't care what you do, but get it out of you, because you're withholding information that can free someone else. You're withholding information that can allow other people to be free. You're withholding information that somebody needs to know that you've been through, so that they can understand why you a particular way about a certain thing, or why your attitude is a particular way in a certain area. It'll give them a great deal of understanding. It's your time. It's your time to tell your story. It's your time to own what you've been through. It's your time to acknowledge your path. It's time to accept where you at in your life and decide what you're going to do from here. What are you going to do with what you have from here? It's time to not worry about what we don't have, but to do the best with what we do have so that we can get what we do want. Um, it's time to stop looking to other people to satisfy our needs, what we need to be satisfying ourselves. It is time. The time is now. It's not later. Um, it's not something that needs to be done by others. It's things that we need to be doing ourselves. It's time to stop pointing fingers. It's time to stop blaming. It's time to become accountable for what we're doing in our own lives, and just trusting people to be the people that they're going to be, and to acknowledge who people are when they show us who they are, and be willing to separate ourselves from those people. And I just want you to know that just because you separate yourself from someone, it doesn't mean that you are a bad person or that you think you're better than someone. It just means that you're accountable, and that you know what energies you need in your space for you to progress, and you know what energies you need in your space that cause you to become stagnant, and you know what energies pull you down and take away from what you're trying to do. So with that being said, you have to make a change in who you connect yourself with, because everything that you want to accomplish and that you're going to accomplish is about who you connect yourself with, who you share your energy with, who you partner up. To partner is to share energy. To part with my energy with you. That's what partner means. It's partnering with energy. It's sharing energy, and the energy exchange of sorts. Um, and so if you're going to do that with someone, make sure they're giving back as much as you're putting in them. Make sure that when you put an idea out, they're at like, and sometimes take into account that when someone else wants to add to your idea, they're not saying that your idea isn't good enough. They're saying that I would like to add to what you have by suggesting this thing. It's not to say that what you've already said isn't good enough. They're just saying, I want to add to that by bringing this in. Not that my idea is better, that I want to be a part of this, what you're formulating, and learn to accept people as wanting to become a part of what you're doing, not as they're saying that something that you're doing is negative. Because a lot of us are in an energy that makes us feel like people don't think we're good enough, but it has nothing to do with what that person is communicating. It has to do with what you've been through in your past. And we're going to have to learn different ways to communicate to get different results. We can't treat everyone in our future business endeavors the way that people in our past have treated us, because it's a new time, and you have to think new thoughts in order to get new accomplishments, in order to get new things to happen. And in order to build your dreams, you have to start with a fresh foundation. You can't use the old bricks. They've already been through something. They've already had weight put on them. They're not as strong anymore. So you want to start with new building blocks. And part of the main building blocks start with your mind. You have to change your mind in order for anything else to be established, because that's where establishment starts at. It's funny how the pyramid, the wide part is at the bottom, and the temple part is at the top, and it's the smallest part. But if you think about how your body is made, the pyramid isn't finished until the point is on the top, and that is your mind. When your mind is together, everything else comes together, and so that puts the top on the pyramid. And so once you got your head on straight, everything, all the other structure will fall into place. And so we have to change our minds and how we perceive things, and how we communicate with people, and how we choose who we invite into our circle. Um, um, Stop looking for people that give you a sense of neediness, and look for people who bring strength to the team, that force you into being better, that give you that extra edge, that don't mind arguing with you, that don't mind pushing you into a better you, that don't mind pushing you into your purpose, that won't let you slack, that will call you on your stuff and say, hey, I don't think such a great idea. I think that maybe we could do this better. You want those kind of people. You don't want yes men in your group. You want people that'll challenge you and get you to think outside the box for the betterment of the team, And if you're a person that wants to control everything that you're doing, then you're not looking for a team. You're looking for a sole proprietorship project, and you should be alone by yourself. You should not ask others to come into a part of that if you don't have any room for anyone else's ideas. The only way to grow is to include others in that so that your tree can have many branches in which to grow. And so you fulfill more than one need of the people, you fulfill needs of many people. And so, in saying that, I just want to say that it is our time. It's your time. The time is now. Trust God better than you ever have before. I know there's a lot going on in the universe, a lot of frequency changes, a lot of people becoming conscious, a lot of people awakening, and people at different stages in their growth. I want us to get in the mindset of respecting everyone wherever they are. Um, um, hey, Calamite Most High. Hey, sweetie. But I want to people get in the mindset of respecting people wherever they are in their journey. And the reason for this is because everybody's on different levels right now. And if we start arguing with people about where we are and where we feel that they should be, then that people stop listening. So I want people to learn to respect people wherever they are on their journey, because I used to say Jesus. I don't say Jesus now because I learned proper terminology, and there is nothing I can't say anything is wrong with the people that use that terminology, because that's the name that they use to get them where they gotten as far as their faith has gotten them. However, once they learn the power in the name of the true, the true reasons why we say stuff, and it's not nothing bad or anything like that. It's just, it's just a name. Um, but it is knowledge that needs to be passed on, but it doesn't need to be passed on in an aggravated way or a way that says your way is wrong or my way is right, because if a person doesn't accept it, as long as they acknowledge who the Father is, God can see their heart. It's not our job to condemn people or to make people feel a certain way. Hey, Amy. And so I just want people to understand that it's your time right now. And in order for us to get everything that we want, and for us to get everything that we want, and for us to get everything that we need, I want people to know that one of the things to do is to accept people, because no matter how far you are in your journey, finding out where a person is will help you to get them further. Um, and I've learned this by listening to people, because the best way to help you get from down that end of the road is for you to get from the dark end of the road is to tell you how I came down that street. And if I was on the same road with you, you're more likely to listen to me than you're more likely to listen to me than per se if I had never been through what you're going through and then try to tell you something. So again, if you've been feeling compelled to change your job or um, to start to follow your dreams or start a new business or um, chasing after God more, seeking Him more, um, feeling not so close to church, feeling like there has to be something more, and you're looking for answers and you're looking for um, something more tangible. I want to encourage you to try meditation. Meditation was a big door opener for me. Meditation has been a big door opener for many of my followers um, that follow my ministry and follow just my counseling, follow me as a comedian, follow me as a person. That just believe in me, period. And so I want to say that if you're looking for something to help break your depression or um, whatever type of mindset that you're going through, where you're not being productive as you would like to be, I want to recommend starting with 108 on YouTube. it is a meditation that I started with that helped to unlock my spirituality. And it's 108 ums. It's spelled the number 108, then OMS ums. Um, and feel free to share this message as well. Share this message to your friends and others, because it's a lot of us waking up right now, and I want people to know, like, don't be afraid to jump out there. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. Um, and don't be afraid to trust God 100%, because if he leads you to it, he'll lead you through it. And if he leads you through it, then there means there's something at the end that he wants you to have, and that he's not gonna. He's a man. He's a God of his word. He's never lied, and he's just faithful. He's just faithful, and it's your time to do exactly as God said you'd be able to do, and all the dreams that he's put in you, uh, he wants to be fulfilled. And you can't do them chasing down other people's dreams. You can't do them on a 9 to 5. You don't have enough time in your day and day. Going to the Bible is the first. Praise God. Godly advice. It is time for us to wake up. Facts. You are absolutely right, sis. And I just want people to know that the gifts that we have, God said, will make a way for us. And a lot of us are out here doing jobs for other companies that we can be doing to build our own wealth. We writing grants for other companies when we have a 501c3 inside our spirit that we ain't even started working on our own stuff. We working for clubs, putting events together, but we seeing that the club owners not appreciative of what they have. But we won't step out and go get our own building. Um, Network with people. That's another thing. Find find people that you can network with. I'm getting ready to. I'm working on starting another business where one of the companies that I want to start is a uh, basically a staffing company, business to business staffing company, to help people find people to network with. Uh, to help people find people to network with that's in the same line of business with them, and they need what that person has, like put, like, say for instance, put producers with musicians, and that, like, say for instance, if you're a producer that likes eclectic music and you like rock and roll, you don't really want to work with rap. Well, part of my job would to be look for artists that are into your type of music to match you up with, and then people that are looking to produce that kind of music, or companies that want to put that type of music out, and then we connect you with those people. That's the type of thing I want to start doing. My pimp ministries is to help broken women and men to find themselves, find purpose in your pain, because everything that we've been through, it didn't happen to us, it happened for us. And basically, it's time for us to release those things that have been holding us back from our past, and allow those things to propel us in our future. Because most of the things that hurt us in our past are actually the things that are going to make a way for us in our future, as far as helping others. And so this one just died, babe. I think that was Facebook Live. I want to thank y'all for tuning in on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. My battery just went dead, so I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm going out on that one. Um, I think this is Facebook on here. Okay, so anyway, no, this is YouTube. But anyways, I just want to say that again, like, it's time for everybody to start fulfilling their dreams. It's time to take a chance on you. Um, one of the revelations that I recently had was that when I since I recently stopped working, um, I was like in a battle with God about whether or not I was upset. Well, I wasn't upset. I was in conflict with my spirit and my flesh about whether or not I should go back to work. And I kept on questioning God and kept on questioning God about whether or not I should leave my job. And I was like, you know, rent coming up and this type of stuff. And I was like, God, I don't, uh, maybe I should go back just to make the money for the rent. Da 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 da. And so God, and it was like Spirit said, you working for free anyway. And I was like, wait, what you mean? Like, no, I'm not working for free. I get a check on the end of the week, at the end of my 2 weeks, and so they pay me for my time. And so God had to show me that every day that I go to work, I work for 2 weeks straight. We do a week in the hole. Then we work for 2 weeks straight to get a check at the end of the 2 weeks. And the time that we put in before we get that check, we can't get that time back. And if you'll work for 2 weeks for someone for free in order to get a check at the end of the week, imagine what could be accomplished by putting that same 2 weeks worth of time into your own work ethic to have a check at the end of the week. Some of us work for a check once a month and they're on salary. So think about that. You're on salary. You work a whole month for free. Just imagine you're supposed to get paid on the 1st. You die on the 25th. Now, it does get direct deposited, but if you don't have anyone to get that money, or you don't have just, it's just crazy the ideas behind how we work ourselves to death, and then to get a check at the end of at the end of the month or the end of the week or whatever. And then we
I had to get you back on live on Instagram. Somebody said that's what they really needed.
So it's like you have to know. You have to, like, that's crazy that we would put that much time into trusting someone, and how companies are closing down. And then imagine all the people who like are getting, like, they get really close to retirement. And I know you probably know one of these stories where the person done got really close to retirement, and then like something happens with the company and everybody loses their 401c3, 401k, and or their retirement or whatever. And so think about that. All the time we invest in building up other people's dreams to get a check at the end of get a paycheck at the end of the week. And does it really pay you for the time that you've given away from your own dreams? Does it really give you back? Can you really get that time back? And so I just want to push you and motivate you to think about what it is you really want to do with your life. You know, companies are becoming billionaires and millionaires, and this is the other thing I want to share this with y'all. The Spirit showed me all the work that we do, all the work that we're doing, all the work that we're doing. We work at these jobs. We go put in these hours. We put in our 40 hours. Some, not even counting the people out there doing 80 hours with 2 and 3 jobs. And some people, maybe, yes, some people are enjoying their money. Some people are. Some people are able to go on vacations. Some people are able to go on vacation. Some people are able to go on trips and things of that nature. But what about the people that are only working enough to take care of their bills, and you're not even enjoying what you're doing to pay the bills? You're just doing something just to pay bills. So you work for this CEO company to make money to pay rent, and rent is a necessity. But then your money goes to light bill, water bill, and Bill is really in a lot of people's house. He's been cheating for years. He's been dating a lot of people. So like light bill, water bill, car note, house note, all these different things. You never get to enjoy your money. Whereas if you were in control of your money and you were the person in charge, you weren't working for an amount per hour. People, folks, so like we'd be looking for a job and we'll be like, well, I want me a job paying me $20 an hour. Someone else be like, well, I just need a job paying me 13. Someone else be like, well, if I just had me a job paying $10 an hour. But how much is your life worth per hour? What is an amount that you can put on your life per hour when you can be building your dreams, when you can be putting it together? And I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, well, how do I do that? How do I get started? The first thing is to start writing your dreams down. Start get somewhere, get your piece of paper and a pencil. What is it that you want to do? What's important to you? How would you like to change your life? What are your short-term goals, the things that you would like to be done within a year from now? Start thinking about if you're getting the income tax back, what are you going to do with that money? What can you invest in to start yourself a business? Start thinking about those things. What do you waste your money on? Nails, shoes. What are things where you could save money and actually invest in starting your business? There's a lot that we could do that we don't do, and there's a lot that could be done that we aren't doing, and there's a lot of things that we are doing that we could stop doing to help us to build our businesses up and to be able to be successful business owners, um, and to also network with other small business owners to make our dreams succeed, because no man is an island by himself. You have to, but you have to be good, have good business ethics. If you make a deal with somebody, you say you're going to do something, follow through what you said you're going to do. Don't make business deals that you can't follow through with. Don't commit to things that you're not able to come through with. Instead, refer someone who you know will be able to do it, because the energy always come back to you. People have jobs that are too small that they don't want to do, that they could pass on to you, and other people have jobs that are too large that they don't want to do, that they could pass on to you. So be willing to give of yourself to others so that others will be willing to give of themselves to you. My name is Anastasia Bow, and it is your time. Stop wasting your time fulfilling other people's dreams when you could be fulfilling your own. Um, this is Pimp Ministries and Just for Last Productions, where we are too real to be fake and saying the things others only think. It's your time.